My name is Maria Dismondy. I am a children's book author. Welcome back to my video blog series. If this is your first time joining us, I'm blogging through video on YouTube about the writing process that I go through, taking my ideas all the way through the process and turning them to children's picture books. So you can go back to my first two videos if you want to catch up. I primarily am doing this video for teachers and parents to help motivate and inspire their children to write and use their creativity and individuality through the process. Again, my website is www.mariadismondy.com if you haven't viewed my first two videos. And let's begin. So in week number 1, we talked about ideas. Week number 2, we talked about organizing those ideas and getting them onto paper. And this week, we're going to talk about revision. Revision and editing, I'm going to split up into 2 different videos. There are many different philosophies on what revision is and what editing is. So I'm going to give you my take. So as far as revision goes, I consider that writing, my children's book is written, my first draft is written, I put it away. I usually put it away for several days to several weeks until I bring it back out and I revise. I need to have a clear, fresh brain. Now that's going to be difficult when you're writing in the classroom. So something that you can do a brain break. Stand up from your desk, walk over to the teacher's desk, maybe get a drink of water. Your first draft is written, and then you're going to go back to your seat and you're going to begin revising. So take some type of a mental brain break. So what I do when I start revision, I sit down, I reread my first draft of my children's book. I typically read it out loud. I want to hear the sentence fluency. I want to see if things are flowing. I want to red flag if there are any concepts that just don't work with the story, that are not cohesive. So the first one is sentence fluency. Is it smooth? Is it flowing? And am I using the same word over and over and over again? So I always look at my sentence starters. If I'm saying then he, then she, then they, I don't want to use then over and over again because that seems boring to my audience. The next thing I look at is the voice. So if I'm writing from a third-person perspective, I want to make sure that that's carried throughout the entire story. I struggle with that, and so that's something that definitely needs to be looked at for me, is to make sure that that is carried throughout. I also look at word choice. So a pet peeve of mine when reading realistic fiction children's books is when the author overuses a certain word, such as said. He said, she said, they said, mom said, dad said. So one thing that I like to do is really vary my word choice. And so I might use the word he cried, she sang, they asked. So that's another thing that I'll do in revision. So that's what I do for revision. I go back, I look at a couple of different things. I look at word choice, sentence fluency, I look at the perspective, and I also look at voice. Now, we didn't really touch on voice, but I really want to make sure that when you read the story aloud, what do you want your audience to feel? And are they getting that in my story? So that's really voice. And sometimes you might need to add certain details in order for the audience to get a certain feeling that you're trying to give off about certain characters or your theme, your author's message. So that is video 3 of all about revision. And in 2 weeks, we'll be back talking about editing and carrying out on the process. Please like my YouTube channel, and that will allow you to get emails when I have new videos when you subscribe to the channel. Check out my blog, my website, and email me or leave comments with any other video ideas that you might have for me to make for my readers. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye.